Good evening. It is July 24th, 2024, 9:44 p.m. Episode 2594. So what do we have here today? Today, I had this idea to do this cartoon, but before I could draw it, I woke up at 8 a.m. and I went through my normal morning routines and chores, and I drew the blog for the roughs. I wrote the blog for the roughs and made a video for it. And by the time I got started to draw this cartoon, which I thought of yesterday, it was about 11 a.m. But it didn't take too long, I guess. Well, yes, it did. I finished that for 3. But drawing all these faces and making them all individual instead of a bunch of round circles and stuff, it's just, I find that more interesting. I think it's more fun. I think it's more fun for the readers. So I put some time into these things. And I have to draw, every few weeks I have to draw a crowd scene. People expect them from me. It's like, when's the next crowd scene? When's it coming up? And then I kind of surprise them when it comes up. So, like, these stupid ass Republicans are talking about Kamala being a DEI hire. And one cartoonist, Mike Lester, a real racist, rancid cartoonist, really, really stupid and fucked up, and he'll probably never hear this on blog, and that's okay. It's okay if he hears it too. He wrote that she has never had a vote. Nobody's ever voted for her. Forgetting that she was a senator before she was a vice president, where people voted for her on the ticket because she was on the ballot. This guy needs a civics lesson. She was voted to be the prosecutor in San Francisco. I think that's an election. Attorney General in California, definitely an election. And United States Senator, definitely an election. They lie so much. It's just horrible. But they're calling her a DEI hire, because of diversity, inclusion, equality, and they think that's a bad thing. Republicans talk about it being a bad thing, like Black history is a bad thing. Woke is a bad thing. Woke's not a bad thing, people. And they're gaslighting this so much that now we have to defend this stuff, when we shouldn't have to defend being the DEI stuff, about being inclusive and adding diversity and stuff. You know who bitches about this shit? White people. And some really, really stupid black people bitch about it too, like those people wearing red hats. So it's stupid. But I drew this cartoon, and then at the end of it, my proofer saw it, and Laura said, "Doesn't that just mean like for the black women?" And it just made me pause, though I know it's not. It's basically for what they were saying, all women, because the cheerleader and the whole DEI thing, accusing the vice president of it, and he's now like tried to retract it. But hey, you said something once, motherfucker. We're gonna, you guys hang on to everything. You hang on to things that don't exist. So we're gonna hang on to this. That this motherfucker, Tim Burchett from North Carolina, Republican, said that she's a DEI hire, and then he stood by it. I'm definitely saying that. He had a chance to say, well, I don't mean that, but he didn't take it. He doubled down on it. And then the next day, he's like, well, I didn't mean that, because they're about to turn off every fucking woman in the country. I mean, the crazy right-wing women will still vote for him. Like for example, in 2016, the majority of women voted against Trump, but the majority of white women voted for him. But they're going to turn off a lot of voters with that anti-woman shit. And also, DEI is now being referred to as as a hidden N-word when you say it. And it is. But it's also sexist. So that's where it's coming from. And then, after the proofer told me that this just might mean like black people, I was like, nah, it's for all women. Even though they also mean it racist, but they also mean it in a sexist way too. A woman can't get a job, or a black woman can't get a job, without it being a DEI hire. This Burchett also said it of the Secret Service director who just resigned, a female. Basically, if she's a female and has a job in an administration or anything, she's DEI. Was Nikki Haley a DEI hire? She's Indian, Republican, female. Was Elaine Chao a DEI hire? About Omarosa. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks, Robert Coutinho, for the shout out. Goodbye.